Hello guys and welcome. This is iPlay4K, iPlay4K.com or iPlay8K, and today I'm going to show you Battlefield 4 multiplayer level, about 48 players running on Asus GL702VS Strix laptop that is equipped with a single Geforce GTX1070 video card. Asus GL702VS Strix with a single GTX 1070, guys. MXM PCB version, which is mobile version, but it's faster. This is the first video card by NVIDIA that is faster than GTX 1070 desktop version, because it has more TMU units and it has more CUDA cores. 2048 CUDA cores versus 1940 CUDA cores in the desktop version, and TMU units will be 128 TMU units in the mobile version versus 120 units in the desktop Founders Edition GTX 1070. I'm going to show you today 4K resolution without the anti-aliasing, with the anti-aliasing, and I'm going to show you 1080p on the AC, all those settings, and then I'm going to show you 1920 by 1080 on the battery. Right now you're watching 4K resolution, guys, without the anti-aliasing but ultra preset. Then I'm going to show you ultra preset with the anti-aliasing and the ultra preset 1920 by 1080. Keep in mind that this laptop is equipped with a single monitor, and that is 1920 by 1080 G-Sync ready, only 75 Hz, not 120 Hz but 75 Hz. But for some people it will be still good enough. Not for extreme gamers that looking 1920 by 1080 maximum Hertz resolution monitor. But this laptop has three connectors: HDMI, DisplayPort, and Thunderbolt, and you can connect up to three 4K monitors to it, which doesn't make no sense, but three 1080p monitors is still making sense, and through all those ports, and you can connect 120 Hz or even 144 Hz monitors if you own one. Okay, through the display port. Alright guys, so single GTX 1070 MXM PCB is equal to Titan X Maxwell GPU architecture video card, which was the top video card in 2015 for the desktops, and cost was valued around $1,000 plus. So if you're going to find this laptop $1,400 and below that value, it's going to be a steal. It's going to be a great value for the gaming mobile system that is powerful enough as Titan X Maxwell GPU architecture, the first generation of Titan X video cards. This is GTX 1070 is Pascal GPU architecture, so Maxwell GPU architecture was the previous graphic processor unit by NVIDIA generation. As you can see, our FPS will be 50/60 FPS, but mostly it's going to stay about 55 FPS average. Keep in mind that I'm recording with the shadow play in real time on the same computer. I'm recording this, and during the heavy particles, as you just saw, FPS will drop to about 30 FPS. But without the recording, please add 5 FPS to the right top. Where is the FPS counter? Let me real quick go ahead and go with you. See that particles, heavy particles, 30 FPS average, but it's going to be for a few seconds, and they're going to disappear, and your FPS will boost up back to 55/60 FPS average, as you just saw in seconds. Let me real quick go ahead and go with you over the settings at the right top. So I got the GPU temperature, GPU load or usage, GPU frequency. Keep in mind that laptop today is running at stock frequencies. Nothing is overclocked on CPU or video cards, such as GPU or VRAM is running on a stock. Then I have the VRAM frequency, VRAM usage, which is 4208 megabyte, 4210 megabyte. Total VRAM usage can reach to 8,300 megabytes, which is 8 gigabytes of total. Then I have CPU temperature, which is very high, 90 Celsius right now, 92 Celsius. For some people it's probably going to be too high, but this CPU has the safe temperature up to 100 Celsius. It's on the profile of the CPU, keep that in mind, and after that temperature it's going to throttle itself down. Then I have CPU load, which is 41% as you can see, or usage, CPU usage, whatever you want to call it. Then I have system RAM usage, or system RAM load, which is 8269 megabytes, which is total is 12,400 megabytes, which is 12 gigabytes, which is a little bit of lag in this laptop because I would prefer to have 16 gigabytes of system RAM, but this laptop is equipped with only 12 gigabyte of system RAM, as again Asus GL702VS Strix. Then I have the FPS, and then I have the hardware and software delay. Running so smooth, guys, at 4K without the anti-aliasing. It's running crazy nice. As again, for those who doesn't believe me, let me real quick go ahead and show you my settings. 4K resolution, ultra preset, anti-aliasing is off. I'm about to switch to anti-aliasing 4x MSAA, which for some people doesn't make sense when you're playing 4K. I connected this laptop today to the external 4K 60Hz monitor, so keep that in mind, and you can do that as well through the display port, HDMI port, or Thunderbolt port. As again, running smooth, guys. It's playable. For me at least, it's playable, and I'm going to enjoy it. You're probably going to enjoy it too. But if you're looking above 60 FPS experience, you need to switch to 1920 by 1080, and I'm going to show it to you. Unfortunately, 4K resolution is not available on the battery. Right now it's running on the AC. When I'm going to switch and enable the anti-aliasing, our system RAM will grow, and you will understand why I would prefer to have 16 gigabyte of system RAM. And keep in mind that you can always upgrade the system RAM in this laptop. It supports up to 64 gigabytes, and it comes with the 8 gigabyte DDR4 and the 4 gigabyte DDR4 2400 megahertz, and you can buy another 8 gigabyte DDR4 24 megahertz on Amazon, like about Samsung brand. It's going to cost you about $79-89, and you can replace 4 gigabytes for 8 gigabytes, and you can have for $80 16 gigs of usage total available for you in this laptop, which makes sense in the latest games, especially when you're playing 4K resolution. Your system RAM will be very high on the usage. It's going to use a lot of system RAM. GPU scaling, as you can see, 100%, 99% at 4K. It's excellent. Excellent GPU usage, as you can see, or GPU scaling. Let me real quick go ahead and switch now, guys. I'm going to enable the MSI anti-aliasing real quick. So I'm going to switch completely to Ultra, and it's going to enable it by default 4x MSA. Let's go ahead and have a look, shall we? Immediately you can see our FPS dropped, and you will be able to see when I'm going to just go ahead and move. Here we go to, I would say, 45/50 FPS. So we lost about almost 10 FPS, guys. Keep that in mind when we're playing 4K resolution at Ultra with 4x MSA. 4K at Ultra without the anti-aliasing, as again 55/60. Full server almost, as you can see, about 60, I would say 58 players playing right now. This is my favorite map in Battlefield 4, which is very large conquest map, a Galmat railway, and it requires a lot of CPU and GPU calculations here, so it's great for the benchmarking that we're doing today. Guys, keep in mind that I also benchmark in Asus with the GTX1080 laptop. Also I benchmarked the MSI GT83VR laptop that is equipped with the 2 GTX1080 and SLI. Go ahead and check it out. That laptop is amazing, and I'm going to be benchmarking more laptops in the future. So go ahead and visit iPlay4K YouTube channel or iPlay4K.com, 4K with the number 4K, iPlay4K.com website to watch some more cool videos. Especially if you're buying the laptop, it's going to be a great videos for you to watch. I'm going to include some other gameplays like GTA 5, Battlefield 1, so you're going to have some plenty of gameplays to decide if this is the right laptop for you or not. But keep in mind the performance that you can see right now at the right top corner, whereas the FPS will be equal to any laptop brand with the GTX 1070. This video card is overclockable. You can push about 3/5 FPS extra when you're going to overclock to the top, but you're going to raise up your temperature. Keep that in mind. So for people who is comfortable at 95 Celsius running, you can do that. For people who is not, probably stick to the stock, or just reassemble the cooling system, and or just reapply the cooling solution on this laptop. Just, you know, it's easy to do. Just try to use some diamond 10 carats, something like that, and you're going to drop your temperature by about 5/7 Celsius. Alright, so 38, 33, when the heavy particles, as you can see, a lot of smoke, but when there is no smoke, it's going to boost up to 45, 50 FPS. A lot of action, a lot of people concentrated over here, so right now 42, 44, so there is no smoke, it's boost up. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and switch to 1080p, guys. And 1080p at ultra with anti-aliasing. Let's go ahead and have a look, because this is how you want to play 1080p, because otherwise it doesn't make no sense. Without the anti-aliasing, it's going to look horrible. So, as again, this laptop is equipped with the native. Okay, let me readjust real quick. With the native 1080p resolution screen, 75 Hz, and G-Sync ready. Okay. 1 second, guys. 1 second. We'll want to keep it like so. Make it a little bit smaller because I don't want you to burn your eyes. Big fonts. Here we go. You got the stats almost in the top middle. 142, 140, 128, 119, 127. Yeah, guys, you're going to have a lot of fun with the external monitor, 120 Hz connected or 144 Hz connected to this laptop through the display port. Just set that unit, get yourself wireless keyboard. If you're okay with the wireless keyboard, just milliseconds of delay, and mouse, and just play the game. Sit down on the couch and play it like on a console. You're going to have a lot of fun. So this is on AC, guys, and I'm about to switch to a battery very soon, and you're going to see the performance on the battery. Not bad for a mobile unit, right? Which consume just a little bit of energy. This is amazing. Single Titan X Maxwell GPU architecture right now performing over here, guys. Similar performance. We're only short on VRAM, but performance of the GPU power processing is about the same. This is great buy for 2017. If you're watching in 2018, go ahead and check out iPlay 4K for a Volta GPU architecture laptops. But pretty much, if you can find in 2018, in the end of 2018 on eBay, this laptop for sale for about 900, 800 bucks used with a dead battery, it's a buy, guys. For a nice kind of replacement of your desktop if you have a crappy desktop. And you can still play great games, as you can see, any games at 1920 by 1080. This laptop will be ready even in 2018 for 1920 by 1080, above 100 FPS on any games. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. A lot of money, time, energy invested. Instead of working, making dollars, I'm recording the videos and sharing the experience with you so you can save your dollars. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share it with the friends. There is no marketing BS. There is a real true experience sharing on iPlay 4K YouTube channel. great. As you can see, sometimes dropping 200 FPS, but mostly staying 120/140 FPS average. Without the recording, it's going to be at just 5 FPS to the FPS counter. On a full server, guys. Almost full server. Alright, I guess it's time, guys, for me to switch to a battery mode. Keep in mind, when I'm going to switch to a battery mode, somehow the shadow play going to create some noise in my mic. Somehow it does it, maybe just because I have the USB microphone connected to this laptop through the USB port. Maybe just on the battery it's somehow consuming the energy and creating some noise. Maybe it's not receiving exact voltage on the USB, and it's going to create some noise. So I'm switching to a battery now, guys. On a battery now. Look at our FPS, drop to 60, 56, still playable. 60 FPS, 1920 by 1080. You can play it at the hotel, at the friend, house and stuff like that. It's nice. 50 average. I would say 50-60 average, and when it's heavy particles, it's going to drop down to about 30 FPS. So pretty much on the battery, performance will be equal like 4K with the anti-aliasing on the AC. On the same laptop, keep that in mind. And this formula was about right on any games that I tested. It's going to be equal to 4K resolution, everything maxed out on the AC when comparing 1080p on a battery. Same FPS. As again, this is 1080p, guys, with anti-aliasing on. Let's go ahead and make it even better. I'm going to disable the anti-aliasing. Let's say you want to boost up the FPS. Let's go ahead and have a look how much without the anti-aliasing. As you can see, even right now it's boosting up the FPS to 69, 72 when there is no such a big deal of the actions around us. No so many players. Pretty much 60 FPS average on the battery. That's nice with anti-aliasing. Okay, I'm switching right now, guys, and ultra preset. We're gonna go custom, and I'm going to disable the anti-aliasing. Let's go ahead and have a look at our FPS, shall we? It should increase, and it is, as you can see, 89, even 85 in the skies. But keep at the GPU usage, guys. It's the second value after the temperature on the GPU, which is 68, 67 Celsius, 80%, 84. So scaling of the GPU at 1080p on the battery is kind of suck without the anti-aliasing. Keep that in mind. When the heavy particles, it's getting better, but without the particles, as you can see, it's lowered itself down again to about 80%. So you're not using full potential of your GPU. That's why your FPS kind of suck on the battery, because it's probably consuming the energy. And also on the AC, 1080p wasn't the perfect usage, GPU usage or GPU scalability, but just because we enabled the anti-aliasing, it helped us a little bit to utilize our GPU to 100%, 99%. Running cool, guys. As you can see, even at the heavy particles, 40 FPS average at the heavy particles on the battery. Amazing. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Let me real quick go ahead and show you as a proof that MSI Afterburner was without any overclock right here. And I'm going to wrap up. Sorry about the noise on the battery, because somehow this laptop and any laptop that I tested creating this, and I think maybe it's an NVIDIA drivers issue, or maybe it's the whole laptop USB kind of voltage thing right there, and that's why it's creating the noise when multiple devices connected to the USB, because all my USB, all the 3 USB is used right now on this laptop. Keep that in mind. I have wireless keyboard, mouse, and then I have the mic. All 3 USB is used. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As again, I play 4K, and one thing which I didn't like in this laptop was the 7700 HQ laptop CPU, 7th generation Core i7, that is equipped with locked multipliers, so it's not overclockable CPU. And also I didn't like the 12 GB of system RAM, but it's fixable. But you know, for those people who's not looking to overclock and because already temperature too high, you're probably going to be alright. And but at 1920 by 1080 our CPU temperature is kind of low, as you can see, guys, so keep that in mind. If you're looking for a little bit faster laptop, you're probably going to look around 7700 HK CPU or 7920 HQ CPU, which is beautiful CPU with unlocked multiplier, even HQ 7920 HQ, but it has the unlocked multiplier and it's very overclockable up to 4.5 gigahertz. In this laptop we were running the performance around 3.4 gigahertz right now on the AC, but on the battery even lower than that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, as again a lot of time, money, energy was invested in videos like this, and instead of making dollars, I'm sharing the experience for you so you can save the dollars. Share this video, positive comments, and I will see you till the next time. I play 4K, iplay4k.com. Till the next time, peace!